And welcome to the Turnbuckle Talk podcast with your host, the Hired Gun. First, like, subscribe, share. So, I don't want y'all to think I'm doing this on my own. Nah, because I'm not. I'm not. This channel will still go to um, Rio's channel, Rio's on vacation. But I gotta, grow, I'm gonna do what I gotta do on my channel to make it grow. So, going forward, the episodes will be on both channels. Yeah, his editing will be more on his channel because I don't know how to do that kind of stuff yet, but I'm gonna work on it. But I'm gonna work on my channel and make it better. And I gotta work more on my channel too. So like there'll be more episodes coming on my channel so it can grow. But saying that, like, subscribe, share. So first, let me talk about what I watched last night. I watched the first episode. Well, Evolution's been around, but not for WWE. I watched the first episode of Evolution for WWE, and the way they're doing it. And it gave, so I don't know how many people watched the beginning of NXT, like Black and Gold beginning, or not even Black and Gold. Um, what was it called? Was it FCW? FCW. The beginning of FCW, or how I was running in the like ran when it got taken over WWE. It was giving me that vibe. It was giving me that vibe a lot last night in the beginning of NXT. Right, right. Because if you look at that, you didn't know anybody on that show. Like besides the people, they had one person. They had one person from NXT on that show. He was like he's from the family for the Don's family. All right, like he's from there. He was on there. All right, and I'm not saying they're not gonna have other people on it because they are. They are gonna have some of NXT's people on there that's not on NXT that much, or doesn't wrestle that much, or was on a level up because level up is not a thing anymore. But it was Evolve. Yeah, Evolve. Uh, Evolve was pretty good last night. I mean, for what it was, I'm not going to say it's better than NXT or Raw or SmackDown or even AEW for that matter or TNA because I watched it tonight. I'm not gonna go that far. For what it was, it's okay. Some of these people, like some of these people need some work. That's why they're there. And some of them you just don't know. Well, majority of them you won't know unless you're a local, right? And you seen them before, or you seen them in the Indies before. Like it was just a brand new feel when it comes to talent. Uh, but that wasn't a bad thing. It wasn't a bad thing. It wasn't a bad thing at all. Oh, let me see something right quick. Who's calling the shots for the Evolve? He's wondering who's actually calling the shots. The answer is a trio of major wrestling minds: Jeremy Bash, Jane Stinky, and Shawn Michaels. So it's just 8 people from NXT calling the shots for Evolve. Which again, Evolve wasn't bad last night. Like, like take take what you see from NXT and Lord, like the fans, because it had to be at least 200 fans there last night. All right, and this had to be done Because even though it's not live, I mean it's not live. The show wasn't live because I could rewind and fast forward all I wanted to once the episode got on the show. Once the episode got on there, all right. But again, it wasn't a bad show last night. Now it's like 48 minutes long, an episode. Uh, hold on a minute. Ric Flair retracts John Cena's over to record. You know, what I keep seeing, yeah, I'm gonna go back to Evolve. Um, what I keep seeing is Ric Flair popping up here, saying this and saying that. You know, I keep seeing it because I said this last week. Ric Flair likes being in the spotlight. He misses being in the spotlight. Like it's like Flair needs it more than anybody. Like ever since I seen his documentary, like I understand what he does now. Or how, or I won't say I know how he feels. So that's not like I understand why he does the stuff he does now because he can't be the guy anymore. All right, all right. But in this documentary, you seen that he needs to be around business. He needs to be a factor in the business. And Rick can't do what he did in the Evolution anymore because that was his last hurrah. Then you know, but he can't do that stuff anymore. Like he can't, but he wants to. That's why he had his last match. That's why he wanted to come out of retirement again and have another match, right? Because he wants to. Because he can't be home. He can't be a granddad. You know, he can't be a husband. This is why he's had two failed marriages after wrestling, right? Because he doesn't want to be home. Like literally, when he's home, he used to say that this is boring. I don't want this. And then he would go back to wrestling, but his body can't take it. Like it's like Hawk. See, him and Hulk Hogan is different though. And then when it comes to you can just give Hulk Hogan some stuff to do, not wrestling wise. But I'm quite sure if you asked him to get back in the ring, he probably would too, right? But like if you just put his name on stuff, he's cool with it. Ric Flair needs more than that. Like he just does. Like people want to say it's a money thing, or for him, and to a certain extent that may be true. But even if you gave him money, he would still want to wrestle. He would still want the spotlight, even if he had money. Right? Hey, like even if he had money, like he would still want it. Like him and Terry Funk, it's not a money issue per se. Right? It's I need to be on camera. I need to. Alright, you know how The Rock does goosebump shit, which is fake. Alright. Like CM Punk said it Monday, but alright. So you know how Rock gets that feeling, and he got some money, and he got the limelight and everything. Flair needs that. You know when The Rock says that, like there's no other feeling than having that feeling. Flair needs that feeling to fulfill him. He needs more than cars, money, and the girl. He needs that feeling more than any other feeling. If you go back and watch his documentary, all right, you can see it then that's what he needs. That's what Flair needs more than anything in life when it comes to wrestling. And again, I'm not saying he doesn't need money. I'm not naive, but even if you gave Flair money, even if you say, even if Triple H said, "Hey, I'm gonna keep you on the payroll and give you a Legends contract," which he probably already has, right? He would still want to have the spotlight. So he's taking these jabs at the record now, which is never done before. Which is never done before. Last year he wasn't doing that shit because it was safe. Like the record was safe at 16. It was safe, and he was cool with sharing the record with Cena. All right, he was cool with it. Right, it was safe. All right, and we have all said this shit before about that record, about it being 16. Right, it's what WWE acknowledges. All right, they acknowledge the 16. But Flair has more than 16 titles now. Now, here's what I'm saying about Flair never saying anything about it. All right, or taking shots at the record. All right, he's never came out and said, "Oh, I got more than 16." Like right? He's never said it on the interviews, but now that the record can be broken by John Cena, which is gonna be broken, Cena's gonna break that record. But now, since that can happen now, right? Right? Flair saying shit now. Flair saying, "Oh, that's what WWE says I have, but I got more than 16." Right? And he said something today. Right? And he's gonna keep jabbing at it now. Like he even said that what was it? He even said that he wants to come back to WWE and do some stuff with them. But it's not but Flair just wants to be involved. Just like, okay, when Flair was in AEW, right? For Sting's retirement stuff. Flair was there, but he wanted to do more. Flair wanted to turn heel on Sting. He wanted to be more involved, and they had to back off some of Ric Flair's stuff. His involvement because he wanted more. It's because he wanted the spotlight. Like Flair thinks and wants to be what he was 20 years ago. Hell, 10 years ago. Okay? Alright? If you look at Flair's profile picture, right? It's when he was back in the day. It's not now. It's not now. Like it's easy for me to for me to pick up a picture of me without my hair, right? And just put it on there, and just still talk to y'all. But y'all know what I look like now, right? Same thing with Flair. Just because Flair puts on a picture from like 40 years ago, right? Doesn't mean we don't know what he looks like now, right? But that's what he wants, though. That's what he wants. But yeah, and it's just and like I said, it's just because the record is gonna be broken. It's gonna like again. He's never acknowledged the the fact that the record could be broken. He's never acknowledged it. Right? I mean, like maybe he acknowledged who he wants to break it, right? But two things I'm gonna say about that. I don't think 18 is gonna be broken. Not by Roman. Like the closest person to breaking it is Orton. And Orton's not gonna break it. If Cena gets to 18, 17, oh not 18. I'm sorry, 17. Like I'm giving Cena two more title rings. I don't think 17 is gonna be broken because you will have to win 18 times. Then, I mean, and like I said, the closest two people to it is Edge, who's an AEW right now, which I'm gonna get into AEW a little in a minute. Edge, who's an AEW, all right, so that ain't gonna happen. Orton, and at one point I could have seen Orton tiny. Because Orton's at 14 right now, right? And Triple H, who's not gonna wrestle. So, like, I don't see, I don't see anybody breaking that record. When Cena gets to 17, I don't see anybody getting to 18. Like it won't happen. It won't. Like Roman's not gonna do it. Um. Oh well, male wise, male wise, female wise, his daughter may break it. His daughter may break it. Male wise, I don't see Roman doing it. I don't see Cody doing it. I don't see anybody from the bloodline doing it. Like like I don't see Seth doing it. I don't see Drew doing it. Like like they are factors in this, right? Like there's a reason why it hasn't been broken because you don't have the star person to do it. I mean, you do, but you don't. Like again, Roman's not gonna do it because Roman's not around enough to do it. So, hint is why he got the record for the longest reign in WWE record. This is why he had it for 3 years. You know, because you can do that. Even saying that he still don't got the record for longest reign because Bruno just still got that. You know, so we'll see. And then uh, like I said before, it all matters on WWE doesn't count certain things because the Dudley Boys have the record for tag team championships. All right, but the E don't count certain reigns. Even though they acknowledge certain things now, you know, like the Dudley Boys have been tag team champions 20, 21, 23, and 20, 21 and 23 times, right? But the E won't acknowledge every reign they had. You know, like they won't. They should. Now that they mention it in New Japan, and they mention it in TNA, and they mention it in WCW, they can mention his reigns now. You know, but the first thing they won't because the 17 reign matter for Cena. It matters on what they're trying to do. Now, let me go into CM Punk right quick. The best CM Punk is when he's mad, and he can go out there and say what he wants to say. It is the best of what he can do. Same thing with Drew, and is when they're mad, and they can just say what they want to say. And that's what happened Monday with CM Punk. He came out there, and he let that shit ride. Like he let that shit ride. All right, and then him and Becky. I mean not Becky. Him and Seth had a real good, maybe the best Raw raw I've seen in a minute. All right, I mentioned Becky. So since CM Punk has came back, he's been a mentor to certain people in the business. All right, he's been a mentor to Jade from WWE. I mean, from my NXT, not Jade Carwell, Corey Jade. All right, her, and he's been a mentor to Arsene from NXT. All right, all right, and not just them, but them in particular. All right, and he's their wrestling parent. Now you got some shit fucks, and Becky caused some of this shit to happen because she said something after Punk called her out and said, "You want to come get your husband." All right, and then she put a picture. She screenshotted or she she screenshotted the picture of Roxanne and Punk having matching uh, outfits, which they was just dressed in black. All right, so but like she did that and then she deleted it because she what she screenshotted that was some shit fuck. Alright? Because listen, Twitter is very, very toxic. And, and that's me being nice when I say that. But Twitter is very toxic. Alright? And you got trolls and you got what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for when it comes to keyboard bullies, right? 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 That's what you have on Twitter sometimes, right? And you got people who who does stuff just to feel better, regardless of if it's true or not. They do it for clickbait and all that other shit, right? So Becky realized what she did, right? And then when she did that, Corey Jade said something and called her a weirdo, but she deleted her tweet too, all right? Because like what Becky did was not a good thing. I because and I'm not listen. It's not the first time a jab has been thrown at Seth about his wife and who his wife is. Like, come with the character, all right? Come with, all right, like. But what Becky did was different. What Becky did is put on gasoline on a small fire that these people use to not like Punk. You know, like you got people out there who who take everything and make it a big deal. And it ain't that deep. Like Punch is not dating uh Roxanne Perez or Jade. Like that's not happening. Like he hangs out with Bailey, Corey Jade, um, both Jades, Jade Carwell and Corey Jade. All right. He hangs out with the NSC crew, right? Because one day CM Punk is not gonna wrestle anymore. All right, and he wants to have the ability to do with Road Dogg, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and to be in the business still. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Like people take what CM Punk used to do back in the day and run with it. And when I say that, like we all know CM Punk back in the day used to get around with females. All right, this is how he met AJ Lee. All right, and then he's married to her. All right, but Punk had a nice roster back in the day. Nice roster. He dated Daphne. God bless her dead. Um, he he dated Lita a couple times. He dated I can't remember all everybody he dated, right? But he had a nice roster back in the day. Nice one, nice one. But you know, like Becky tried to like start some shit that shouldn't start. Now, some of this is fun because he called her out. But again, that's been a part of CM Punk's. I mean, that's CM Punk's MO. But it's been it's been a part of how you call out stuff, or or how you do something with stuff. Right? Either you gonna call him out about his wife, which Roman's done too, right? Or you call him out about what he's wearing, which they did Friday, and called him a oven mitt. Like it's hard to defend himself sometimes, you know, because of the stuff he wears. Now, again, like Seth is the modern macho man. That's what he is. Like it's what he is. All right, but some of the stuff he wears, God, this is awful. This is bad. This is real bad. So let me get into AEW before I go. So I missed the hour of AEW because I watched Evolve last night. All right, but from what I've seen, and mind you, this is the Go Away show from before they pay per view on Sunday, which I'm gonna watch. Boy, it's gonna be a long night. Because there are some certain matches I want to see. I want to see MJF and Hangman Page. Alright, I want to see that. I want to see Ricochet and Swerve fight. Alright, I want to see if John Moxley loses the title to Edge. Uh, sorry, Cool. Alright, like I want to see if that happens. Alright, because like Eddie said last night. Um, Jay White's gonna turn heel. Right? He's a better heel than he's a face. But it's not to join. I don't think Jay White's gonna join John Moxley. I don't think he's gonna go that route. What I think is gonna happen is Christian is gonna try to cash in. Now, the rule they have about Christian's briefcase, which is a stupid rule, but and this is not a fucked up what I'm gonna say. I mean, like a Christian. Christian's gonna attempt to cash in, and Jay White is gonna stop him. But Jay White is also gonna get the briefcase and sign his name. Now, whether John Moxley is still champ or is Colt is gonna be champ for like a brief 3 to 2 minutes, and then Colt is gonna beat John Moxley, and then Jay White's gonna turn on John. All right, and he's gonna sign his name on that contract, and he's gonna pin Colt, and that's how we gonna end it. Yeah, that's how we gonna end John Moxley's reign as AEW champion. That's how that's gonna go. And then we're gonna have Jay White be champ for like a couple months. Because in all reality, there's three people that should be champion in AEW going forward. Well, I'm gonna say four. Alright, I'm gonna say four. Jay White, Swerve, Hangman Page. No, you know what? I'm gonna take Jay White out of it. MJF, Swerve, Hangman Adam Page, and Darby Allin. Those are the four people that need to be world champ. Some people might say that they shouldn't take the belt off of Swerve in the first place. Right? Right. Which is true. Which is true. And to a certain extent, it's true. They shouldn't have took the belt off of Jay White. I'm not Jay White. Swerve when they did, but they wanted to give Danny Bryan a title reign before he retires. Right? But then what ends up happening with that is Danny Bryan wanted John Moxley to end his career. He wanted to have one more last match with Danny Bryan. John Moxley. Alright? Alright? So then, here we are now. And then, they wanted to give the belt to Darby Allin. Darby Allin is doing his training to climb Mike Everest. So, he ain't around right now for that. Alright? So, and then, no one thought that this angle with the Death Riders was going to be this bad. You go nowhere. Mind you. Go completely nowhere. Alright? Because it wasn't supposed to be this bad. Now, this makes two angles they done. One with John Moxley, the other one with the Bucks. They just went completely nowhere. Alright, but they got to get the belt off him. Alright, it's been months since we even seen the AEW World title. Alright? Alright? So, some stuff's gotta happen. I'm not even sure what else is on this card. Oh well, any Will Ospreay match I'm happy to see. Okada is gonna be on this card against what's his name? I don't know. But anything Okada in, I'm willing to see too. So I might not stay up for the whole thing. Or even if I do, I do. Alright? But I'm gonna watch it. But I'm gonna end the show with that. Make sure you got like, subscribe, share. Make sure you got watch E-Feds and wrestling, of course. Make sure you got like, subscribe, share. This is the High Gun. God bless. Love you, y'all. I'm out.